You and I, with Coach Garrett, talked about this a little bit after we finished the Football Night in America podcast on Sunday. Chris and I pulled the thread a little bit yesterday on the show. The impact of Thanksgiving, the potential distraction from a limited workday on a day that is usually an important day when it comes to preparing for the next game. You throw that on top of the near miss against the Bengals. My guess is that Mike Vrabel was up their butts all week. That way that he is, with a little snide comment, a little, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, enjoy your turkey. I'm sure you'll be gobbling on Monday night, running around like, you're about to get whatever comment he would make. I couldn't come up with anything good, so I abandoned ship. But just little smart-ass comments just to kind of challenge them to not get distracted and to prove it on Monday night that you weren't distracted. Go out there and take care of business, and let's see some big hitting. It felt like somebody was responsible for that from a global, and the guy that naturally would be responsible for it's a head coach. So I just think he pressed buttons, got under people's skin, and challenge them to go out and have that kind of game. And now the question is, coming off the bye, are they going to have it? And what will he do to get them back in that same space? But that's the most encouraging thing. If I'm wearing my Patriots 00 jersey today and I'm rooting for the Patriots, that's the most encouraging thing. We're getting closer to the end of the race, and they're running harder. And it was noticeable last night. And I think that's huge.
And I agree with what you said, and I think it was across the board. It was players and coaches. Like, everything was spot on when you look at the Patriots last night. I said it before. DeMarcus Jones punt return for a touchdown. The Giants punt the ball right down the middle. Not really what you want to do ideally, but Marcus Jones' first time getting touched was by the punter. He runs through that tackle for a touchdown. Then when you look at the Patriots' offensive game plan, Will Campbell, starting left tackle, rookie, on IR. Jarrett Wilson, starting left guard, another rookie, he was out. Then Bradbury, their starting center, it was questionable if he was going to be able to play with an illness. He ends up playing, but he's sick. And the thing that I kept looking at was Brian Burns. I was like, man, this guy might have a big day today. The Patriots came out with a game plan where almost every play there was either a running back or a tight end to his side chipping him. And then you can see the excitement. There were a couple plays in the game where he comes out and there's no one around him. It's just him, and it's either Morgan Moses or it's Verdarian Lowe, and the play starts, and as soon as the snap happens, they dive at his legs, they cut him, and the Patriots throw a quick pass. Everything else was run plays, and you could see Burns throughout the game not rushing as much, slowing down because they frustrated him. They took him out of the game. And then on the other side, defensively, yeah, they played well all game. Right at the 2-minute mark, the game's going to end. They're up 33-15. The 2-minute mark hits, and the Patriots go to the sideline, and it's third down. The next two plays on third and fourth down, they go all-out blitz, hit Jackson Dart to end the game. And I thought that was a message of exactly what you just said. This has nothing to do with just beating the Giants and just winning this game. This is the push and the kind of sense of urgency, the way we want to play throughout this whole regular season and into the playoffs. I thought that was the message Vrabel was sending to his team. Last week wasn't good enough. Like, if we want to do the things that we think we can do this year, we have to perform to a certain standard every time we hit the field from this point out. And it was an impressive game, especially coming off of seeing some upsets, seeing some teams maybe not play their best ball. The Patriots definitely sent a message to the rest of the AFC and to the NFL last night.
And at a time when there's really no team that stands out. We just had the Rams lose on Sunday. Yeah. They were the team that was in the process of standing out. There isn't a team that we look at and say, team of destiny. It just feels like this is their year. It's going to be a surprise if they don't win it all. There's no one like that. And how do you distinguish yourself? Patriots did last night. We'll see whether it continues. Again, they're going to have to start the lawnmower up again after the bye week, but Whatever Vrabel did, whatever he said, however he needled them, whatever comments he made, it worked. Because they came out with a sense of urgency and a sense of, and, you know, the push for health and safety, which was needed, makes everyone pause before they say violence. But guess what? We saw violence last night. Legal, legitimate, within the scope of the rules, violence. And it is still a physical game. It is still about imposing your will on another person, both to win this moment and to intimidate in future moments. That's what it comes down to. It is as basic as it gets. And we've kind of been nudged away from that because it's unseemly to talk about it, because that's how injuries happen. It doesn't change the fact that that's what the game is. And last night, for me, was a clear reminder that it is about physicality, it is about violence, it is about imposing will. And if one team shows up hell-bent on doing it more than the other is, we're going to see what we saw last night, Devin.
Yeah, and I think you said it. It's a reminder. Football is a violent game. Like, when you go out there, you're out there to maybe not hurt somebody, but you're trying to harm them. You're trying to send a message. You're trying to hit them. You're trying to continue to hit them all game. And anybody who's ever played football, I don't care if you played at the youth level, high school level, college, professional, you've had a coach that says we need to hit them early and hit them often. And that's what the Patriots did last night. And that's playoff football.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.